Thanks, guys. That works. Okay. Well, I guess by now all of you have heard about the untimely passing of Vincenzo the monkey. Last week, Sunday, my band Downward Dogs played at the Bowery Electric, and that's where Vincenzo died. There are a lot of rumors going around about what happened or what didn't happen, and a lot of it is fucking bullshit. And frankly, I'm sick of my name being dragged through the mud. Enough with the Facebook memes. I came here to set the record straight about exactly what happened last Sunday. If you didn't know, Vincenzo is a chimpanzee who would dress up like humans for various functions, photo shoots, children's parties. He was in that famous commercial as the monkey dressed like a doctor in the health insurance commercial. And he's on a very famous Hallmark card where he's dressed like a blackjack dealer, and it says 21. It's your lucky day because it's 21st birthday card. So the band hired him to come out dressed like a cowboy. It was perfect. He had the hat and the sheriff's badge, and he was gonna draw on us. And I don't know. That's pretty much it. I can't really explain what it is about a chimpanzee dressed like a cowboy, but it's really funny. Plus, Vinny was the best in the business, so I was honored to have him on the show. So as soon as he showed up that night, I immediately gave him $20 because it's Joe Yoga's policy to never pay the acts that play on our shows. He just doesn't believe in it. But I thought Vincenzo was worth it. Also, I was afraid if we didn't pay him, he might ape out and rip everyone's face off. So gave him $20. He went backstage, put down his duffel bag, and then jetted, took off. At this point, I'd like to say, I don't know where he went, I don't know what he was up to, and at no point was it ever considered for me to be this monkey's, guardian or something. And I certainly did not know about his drug problem. So if you hear any of these rumors about how I sent Vincenzo out to get me drugs, or I gave him money to go get drugs, it's fucking bullshit, okay? So, a little while later, Vincenzo came back, and I didn't notice anything different about his demeanor. But then again, no one really knew Vincenzo, He hung out in the scene, did the circuit. But he was kind of a loner. No one really knew him outside of the shows. And we had our differences in the past, but it was all paved over. I wish people would stop bringing that up. It was 3 years ago. Anyway, the show starts. Vinny hangs out backstage, just chilling out, eating grapes. About 2 bands in, I go back to let him know that he's about to go on. And he's there dressed, full costume, cowboy hat, holster, vest, sheriff's badge. He's just staring at himself in the mirror. And I call his name a few times. Vinny! Vincenzo! He didn't respond. Then suddenly he slowly turns around, looks me in the eye, pulls out what I assume to be a toy gun, and he blew his brains out. Right in front of me. No one heard the shot because the band was so loud. But I didn't know what to do, so I immediately rifled through his pockets to find my $20. All I found was $10 and a receipt for $10 worth of grapes. And a half-smoked joint, which I immediately smoked because I think he would have wanted me to do that. And then I went out and impetuously announced that I didn't know where Vincenzo was. And I know that's a lie, but that is hardly incriminating. It just seemed like the best thing to do at the time. And then that fucking girl looking for the bathroom wanders backstage, sees what happens, starts screaming, and you guys have probably heard a pretty inaccurate version of everything that happened afterwards, but let me just say this. I would never harm Vincenzo. I had too much respect for him. I mean, I wasn't friends with him. I would consider myself friendly with him. But all this evidence that people are talking about online is it's hearsay, it's circumstantial. My fingerprints were never on the gun. I don't care what people are saying. You can check the police report if you don't believe me. I just, I'm kind of offended because I was his biggest champion at a time when this fucking scene that we're all in right now wouldn't even let him on stage for an open mic because he's a monkey. You know, I supported him. And now people are saying I have this, like, monkey blood on my hands. It's just not fair. And I would really appreciate if people, you know, at some point I'm going to really have to just take legal action if people keep doing this. Because if I get spit on one more time on the subway, I don't even care if it's a little kid. I'm going to hit that person. You know, no one is thinking about how much this could hurt his family. I mean, the funeral is actually Tuesday at Ortiz Funeral in Brooklyn, but, and I was actually the next Hour Dog Show was going to be a benefit to help pay for those costs, but then Vincenzo's sister banned me from the funeral, so, you know, fuck them. What am I supposed to do? All I want to say is this. I'm a good person. Don't believe everything you hear. And no matter what anyone says, I did not kill that monkey. Thank you.